Um, I would say the hardest thing about being a teenager is the sense of isolation that you feel from the rest of the world and your friends. Like, you go through like these difficult times emotionally, and even though we have all these platforms like social media and just the internet, it still can feel really hard, like there's no one out there for you, and like you have no one, and that can be tough to go through, and the only way to get through that is just wait, like time. So it can feel like, when will this pain and suffering end, and how am I the only one who feels this? It can be difficult. Also, there's such huge decisions that you have to make when you're a teenager that can have such a big impact on your life. And even though people say, oh yeah, there's like hardly any responsibilities that come along with being a teenager, there really is, like, because those decisions will impact your life. And like, there's also the thing of, if you get into the mindset of like, if I'd made a different decision, my life and career could be totally different, and who knows what I could have done. And that, I think, is like a dangerous sort of road to go down, because then you start questioning like all of these possibilities, things that could have been, and like what ifs. And I don't think it's very healthy, because then you're still at such an early stage in your life, and you're questioning like, my entire life could be different if I'd made this one decision differently. There's also a pressure to be older and younger at the same time, because well, you want to like stay the age you are, but then people are being like, you need to grow up and mature and make all these decisions and have all these responsibilities, and you're like, but I'm enjoying my life. And so that's part of growing up, I guess. I would say the best things about being a teenager are trying new things and getting new experiences. There are so many first times for everything, and it's great because like you don't have your parents constantly like breathing down your neck and watching over you, and you have this like new freedom that's, I don't know, it just feels great to be able to do what you want and feel like confident, and I don't know, have this sort of power of like, if I wanted to, I could get on a plane and like leave, and I would have my entire life, and I could like have a new life, for example. Also, this kind of daredevil idea that like you can like do dangerous things and things you're not allowed to do, and then if you get away with them, there's like a rush that comes with it of like, oh my god, I just did something that is like bad. Feeling free and having fun, just like living your life without any of the worries that come with it. When you have a moment or a day like that, it's really great. And also the time to discover yourself, like feel what kind of person you are, which can also be really stressful for some people, but it can also be really good. I worry that I'm going to have no impact on the world, and that the only people who are going to remember me are my family, and they're going to remember me for things which I don't want to be remembered for. So I want to be remembered for like making change and helping people, as well as being like an inspirational person and like a cool person. But I don't know if I will be able to balance out helping people, having a sustainable career where I make money, where, because you know, you need money, but also having fun and feeling relaxed and having a good life where it's like sustainable and fun. And that's the stress, thinking about what am I going to do when I'm older. I worry that I'll never get all of the experiences that the world has to offer me, and that I won't learn everything that I can, which I won't be able to learn everything, but I really want to, and I don't know like what the best things to learn are, and like the stress of how do you discover what it is that's best for you. I also worry that all the awful things in the world are never going to stop, no matter what we do to stop them. So it's like this like vicious cycle that's pointless to try and end, but then you feel like you're doing nothing to help. So it's just, I don't know, this kind of feeling of like constant depression that you can't help. I worry that people will judge me and think I'm weird, which I think is actually quite a lot of people worry that. You know, it's a common thing, like people wonder what other people think of them and they act a certain way to impress certain people. I also worry that my family and friends will be hurt, because like I don't know how I would deal with that. If I don't think I could deal with that loss, I don't know how I would get through it. The most annoying way that adults stereotype teenagers, I would say, is that we're lazy, selfish and rude and pretentious. But like, I think because we're like in a new stage in our life, we like talk back, I guess, and I feel like the adults are like, oh no, you're too young to talk back, but you're old enough to have responsibilities, and there's not enough of a balance between the two. So like they consider like standing up for yourself as rude. I don't know, maybe that's but I imagine or hope that my future is going to be filled with just discovering things and like traveling and seeing everything that the world has to offer me, and just learning as much as I can and being the best person that I can be. I have to say I don't miss being a child, because being a teenager you just have so much more freedom, and there's like so much more opportunities to do things. Like, I don't know, just you can just live your life, I guess. Although there are more emotions and there's like more difficult things to deal with, but the advice I would give to another teenager would be see everything that the world has to offer you and take every opportunity that you can. If nothing else, just try and be happy and try and be the best person that you can be and help as many people as you can, because it's so fulfilling. Thanks.